How you doing, guys? Dermot from Resync Physio. So we're going to have a chat about, a lot of people are doing a half marathon. It's a virtual half marathon this time. So with the coronavirus and with the pandemic, and especially the lockdown in Dublin, a lot of people are going to be training on their own. Now, what we generally find is, we're going to focus this video on females. So what we generally find with females is that, yes, they're going to develop a little bit of knee pain, or it might be a small bit of an Achilles pain. So we're going to focus on the Achilles pain with a little bit of a touch on the knee pain. So if this is for you, just keep watching with it. Now, when it comes down to Achilles, you have to understand its load. It's the amount of load you put through that Achilles. So when you're running, you will always have that foot hitting the ground. And if you're a 4-foot runner or mid-foot runner, you do have the inherent risk of overloading that tendon, because that tendon is dropping down onto the ground. It's dropping and it's bouncing and it's dropping and it's bouncing. So the first thing we look at with Achilles is how much load you have put through that. Once we understand that how much load you've done, then we can start to kind of taper that back and start to build it back up. We do not stop you running, but we do ask you to change your training style. So we might actually have you not running your 5Ks or 8Ks or 10 milers or whatever else, but we'll be doing shorter, sharper stuff as we get that pain down, to try and develop a different strength characteristic in that tendon. What the biggest problem is your body gets used to routine, and then once you do routine, then your body starts to kind of get laxy and starts to get lazy, and it doesn't start to work as well as it can. So if you're one of these ones that kind of goes, right, I'll run 3 miles this time, I'll run 5 miles next time, I'll run 7 miles, and you have a linear pattern of it going up, you're probably at the highest rate of injury. If you run like 5 miles at the start of the week, and then maybe a fast 3 miler in the middle of the week, and then you're doing your 10 miler at the end of the weekend, you're not so bad, but you are missing out some of your short, sharp stuff, which works in a different energy system and also works on your different strength characteristics, your plyometric, your ability to be a kangaroo and bounce up and down the road. If you're one of these ones that's plodding up and down, then you probably need to get a little bit more bounce in your step, and the way you can do that is the longer runs. But back to the Achilles, we will look at the load to reduce down the pain. Key things to reduce down the pain: anti-inflammatories and ice. If it's very, very tender, we need to get that pain down as quickly as you can. Because that tendon is kind of like a milky colour, it doesn't have a good blood supply, so you need to try and get any inflammation that's in that tendon out of it as fast as you can. Getting into the sea, ice, anti-inflammatories, a small bit of massage yourself. Then we got to figure out, as your Achilles is one part of a system that helps you run, we have to figure out where else it's not drawing power from. You don't want the Achilles to do all the work on its own. You have a calf, a hamstring, a glute, and a back to help propel yourself forward. If it's the Achilles, it's bouncing all the work. Like your Achilles and your quad, if you have this bounce that's up and down rather than bouncing forward and back, then you're going to overload